Could this be the biggest surprise of the year in Kbiz? Shocking news has just dropped. Bogum and So-hyun have officially confirmed their relationship on August 22nd. The revelation has sent fans into a frenzy. Everyone eager for more. Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the full story behind this headline-making romance. The entertainment industry thrives on surprises. New revelations have managed to shake the foundations of Kbiz, quite like the one that erupted on August 22nd. A date that will surely be remembered by fans, journalists, and industry insiders alike. It marked the moment when two of Korea's most beloved stars, Park Bo-gum and Kim So-hyun, stepped forward. To confirm what many had long suspected but never dared to hope for, they are officially in a relationship. The news dropped like a lightning bolt in the middle of a quiet summer week. Social media exploded within minutes of the announcement. Hashtags soared to the top of trending charts, and online communities turned into buzzing hives of excitement, shock, and endless speculation. Some fans screamed in joy. Others gasped in disbelief. But everyone was united in acknowledging that this revelation was no ordinary update. It was a turning point in the personal and professional lives of Bogum and So-hyun, as well as in the cultural narrative of celebrity romance in Korea. But how did we get here? What led these two megastars, each with their own dazzling careers, immense popularity, and carefully crafted public images, to finally reveal the truth? To answer that question, we must take a closer look at their journeys, their chemistry, and the subtle hints that the public might have missed along the way. Bogum has long been considered one of the brightest gems in the constellation of Korean entertainment, rising to fame with his heart-stopping roles in dramas like Reply 1988 and Love in the Moonlight. He built an image that combined talent, charm, and almost ethereal kindness. For years, fans adored him not only for his acting skills but also for the way he carried himself off-screen, humble, polite, and seemingly flawless. He became the quintessential nation's boyfriend, the kind of man mothers dreamed their daughters would bring home. With his warm smile and disarming sincerity, Bogum was more than a star, he was a cultural icon. On the other hand, So-hyun carved her own path with equally impressive strength. Starting out as a child actress, she grew before the audience's eyes, blossoming from a talented youngster into a seasoned actress capable of carrying complex roles with grace. Known for her work in dramas like Moon Embracing the Sun and Love Alarm, she too captured hearts across generations. Fans watched her transformation not just as an actress but as a woman of elegance, resilience, and poise. For many, So-hyun embodied the image of Korea's eternal first love, a symbol of youthful purity mixed with undeniable charisma. On their own, Bogum and So-hyun were powerful forces. Together, they represented the very essence of the Korean wave, a blend of artistry, beauty, and relatability that transcended borders and reached millions of fans around the globe. Yet, for years, the idea of them as a couple was nothing more than a whisper in the wind. Occasionally, fans would speculate after spotting a fleeting glance, a shared smile, or a particularly warm interaction during public events. Like so many rumors in the entertainment industry, such ideas were often brushed aside, left to simmer in the corners of online forums. Still, the clues were there for those who paid attention. When Bogum appeared at events where So-hyun was also present, fans would notice how his eyes seemed to linger just a little longer, how his laughter grew more genuine, how his normally reserved demeanor softened. Meanwhile, So-hyun, who was known for her professionalism and calm grace, seemed to radiate an extra spark whenever Bogum was nearby. Interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and red carpet appearances became treasure hunts for fans desperate to decode the truth. Were they just close colleagues? Or was something deeper unfolding behind the cameras? The media too played its role in feeding the curiosity. Tabloids occasionally dropped vague hints, suggesting that the two stars might be closer than they appeared. Agencies, as expected, denied everything, sticking to the well-worn script, they are just friends and colleagues. In a culture where celebrity relationships are often kept secret for a fear of public backlash, such denials were par for the course. And so the speculation continued, an endless cycle of whispers and denials, with fans caught between hope and skepticism. Then came August 22nd. Without warning, both stars' agencies released carefully worded statements. At nearly the same time, Bogum and So-hyun each posted personal notes on their social media accounts, expressing gratitude to their fans for their support and gently confirming what everyone had long suspected, They were not just colleagues, not just friends, but partners in a relationship they cherished deeply. The messages were heartfelt, tender, and striking in their honesty. For once, there were no cryptic phrases, no evasive language, no ambiguity. It was real. The shockwaves were immediate. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and community boards with reactions. Some cried tears of joy, overjoyed to see their idols finding happiness. Others admitted to feeling heartbroken, as if a distant fantasy had suddenly been shattered. Overwhelmingly, the sentiment leaned toward support. The two stars, after all, had given so much of themselves to their audiences for so long. It was only natural that they deserved love and happiness in their personal lives. Industry insiders quickly chimed in. Journalists praised the couple's bravery in going public, noting how rare it was for stars of their magnitude to openly admit to a relationship. Commentators pointed out that by doing so, Bogum and So-hyun were not only affirming their love but also challenging the deeply ingrained taboos surrounding celebrity dating in Korea. Their announcement, many argued, could pave the way for a more open and accepting culture within Kbiz. One where stars could be both artists and ordinary people with personal lives worth celebrating. The timing of the announcement also fueled intense discussion. Why now? Why August 22nd? Some speculated that the date held personal significance for the couple, perhaps marking an anniversary or meaningful milestone in their relationship. Others suggested strategic reasons, with both stars preparing for major projects in the coming months. The announcement might have been a way to control the narrative before paparazzi or tabloids could reveal it on their own terms. By stepping forward together, Bogum and So-hyun seized ownership of their story, seeing it not as a scandal but as a celebration. As the dust began to settle, fans and critics alike found themselves asking deeper questions. What did this mean for Bogum's career? Built on the image of the perfect, unattainable boyfriend? How would So-hyun's reputation as the innocent first love archetype evolve now that she was publicly linked to romance? Would endorsements, fan bases, and casting directors react with the same warmth as the general public? Or would there be hidden challenges waiting in the wings? While speculation ran rampant, thing was clear, this was more than just a celebrity romance. It was a cultural event. A moment that revealed as much about Kbiz as it did about the individuals involved. It spoke to the pressures placed on idols and actors, of fans for authenticity, and the shifting dynamics of celebrity culture in Korea. It was, in every sense of the word, shocking, but also profoundly human. So, as the cameras flashed, the articles multiplied, and fans around the world scrambled to digest the news. The story of Bogum and So-hyun's love began a new chapter. The days leading up to their announcement had been filled with hidden glances and unanswered questions. Now, the spotlight was firmly on them, illuminating not just their careers but their hearts. The first wave of shock was about the confirmation itself. The second wave came from the aftermath, the tidal surge of reactions, debates, and speculations that swept across Korea and beyond. Bogum and So-hyun's relationship announcement didn't just spark conversations, it ignited a cultural phenomenon. Fans, industry insiders, and even those with only a passing interest in Korean entertainment found themselves unable to look away. The initial social media explosion that followed their August 22 revelation quickly evolved into deeper discourse. International fans celebrated with hashtags like Bogum So-hyun couple and drama love in real life, topping global Twitter trends. Some compared the announcement to the plot twist of a beloved drama, while others declared it the best K-drama ending ever. Fan-made edits, videos, digital artworks flooded platforms like TikTok and Instagram, transforming the couple's love story into a shared cultural event. Within Korea, reactions were more layered. The couple's domestic fanbases were among the most passionate, and while many cheered for their happiness, a small but vocal group expressed disappointment. For some fans, Bogum had long represented the perfect boyfriend image, attainable figure who embodied both warmth and purity. Similarly, So-hyun's aura as the nation's first love had carried a certain innocence that some worried might be altered by the public acknowledgement of romance. Yet even within these concerns, the dominant sentiment leaned toward acceptance. The prevailing thought was simple: these two stars, after years of devotion to their craft and their fans, deserved love just as much as anyone else. The industry, too, could not remain silent. Within hours, Entertainment programs rushed to discuss the news, with commentators dissecting every detail of the announcement. Was the timing intentional? Did the agencies coordinate for maximum impact? Variety shows replayed old clips of Bogum and So-hyun side by side, re-examining every smile and glance for hidden meanings. Experts praised the couple's courage, noting how rare it was for A-list stars to reveal such personal truths. Some even speculated that the move could signal a gradual cultural shift in Kbiz, where dating has long been considered taboo for fear of losing fans or endorsements. And endorsements were indeed one of the major questions raised in the aftermath. Bogum, long a favorite for luxury brands and cosmetics companies, had cultivated an image of wholesome charm and romantic fantasy. Would his confirmed relationship diminish the allure of his boyfriend material branding? On the flip side, some analysts argue that his openness might make him even more appealing, transforming him from a fantasy into a role model of authenticity. So-hyun faced a similar dynamic. Her endorsements often leaned on her image as fresh, innocent, and youthful. But the news of her romance didn't necessarily contradict that narrative. Instead, it added depth to her persona, showing her not only as an actress but as a woman with real emotions and experiences. Casting directors and producers also entered the conversation. For years, the pairing of Bogum and So-hyun had been a fan's dream in the realm of dramas and films. Now, with their romance confirmed, speculation soared about whether the two might co-star in future projects. Could their real-life chemistry translate onto the screen, creating a new wave of iconic K-dramas? Or would the weight of their relationship make such collaborations too risky, blurring the line between performance and reality? Either way, producers knew one thing: the demand for a joint project had skyrocketed. Beyond the professional implications, the announcement reignited broader discussions about love and privacy in the Korean entertainment world. Kbiz has long been notorious for its secrecy around relationships. Stars often go to great lengths to hide their partners, in discreet locations, wearing disguises, or even scheduling late-night rendezvous to avoid the paparazzi. Many celebrities fear that public knowledge of their relationships could lead to fan backlash, loss of revenue, or even contract terminations. In that context, Bogum and So-hyun's decision to go public was nothing short of groundbreaking. Their courage resonated particularly strongly among younger fans, who increasingly value transparency and authenticity. To this generation, honesty is not a liability but an asset. I admired the couple for taking control of their narrative, refusing to let gossip dictate their story, sharing their truth openly. Bogum and So-hyun not only elevated their own relationship but also set a precedent for others in the industry. Still, the path ahead will not be without challenges. Paparazzi will now follow them more closely, eager for every new photo, every small gesture, every perceived clue about the state of their romance. The pressure to maintain a perfect relationship in the public eye could prove intense, especially in an industry where scrutiny is relentless. Fans and critics alike will analyze their interactions at events, reading into every smile or lack thereof. A simple absence from each other's side could spark rumors of trouble, while a casual gesture of affection could dominate headlines for days. Yet for all the potential pitfalls, there is also immense opportunity. Together, Bogum and So-hyun have the power to redefine what it means to be a celebrity couple in Korea. They can show that love need not be hidden, that careers need not suffer from honesty, and that fans are capable of supporting their idols not just as stars but as people. Already, international outlets have picked up the story, framing it as a symbol of evolving cultural norms in Korean entertainment. The couple's influence extends far beyond the borders of their own country, reaching global audiences who are increasingly invested in K-culture. Looking ahead, much remains to be seen. They appear together on magazine covers, embracing their status as Kbiz's newest power couple. Will brands capitalize on their combined star power, positioning them as the ultimate romantic duo? Or will they retreat into relative privacy, favoring their relationship away from the glare of the spotlight? Fans speculate endlessly, but only Bogum and So-hyun know what lies ahead. Certain is that their story has already left an indelible mark. It has reminded fans of the humanity behind the glamour, the courage required to be honest in a world of constant scrutiny, and inspired hope that perhaps the industry is ready for change. Whether their relationship endures for years or faces unforeseen challenges, the significance of their announcement on August 22 cannot be overstated. It was more than just shocking news, It was a cultural milestone. As the days pass and the frenzy settles, one truth remains: Bogum and So-hyun are not merely characters in a scripted drama. They are two individuals who, despite the weight of fame, chose to embrace their feelings and share them with the world. And in doing so, they gave their fans a story more powerful than any drama could write, a story of love, courage, and authenticity. Perhaps, in the end, that is why the announcement resonated so deeply. Because beneath the glitz, the cameras, carefully curated images, what fans witnessed was something simple and profoundly human: two hearts choosing each other, despite the world watching. As the curtain falls on this chapter, one question lingers in the air. As captivating as the announcement itself, will this shocking revelation blossom into Kbiz's most legendary love story? Just when fans thought the storm had settled, the story took on a life of its own, unfolding like a real-life drama script that no one could have predicted. Rumors began to swirl, some celebratory, others dark and speculative. The fairy tale romance of Bogum and So-hyun withstand the relentless gaze of the public? Or would the weight of fame and expectation tear it apart? In days of their announcement, paparazzi photos surfaced online, showing the couple enjoying quiet moments together, a stroll along the Han River, a late-night dinner in Seoul, shared umbrella in the rain. While many fans swooned at the romance, tabloids painted a more dramatic picture. Headlines screamed of secret rendezvous, family pressures, and even career risks. The media frenzy intensified, with every gesture magnified into potential evidence of hidden truths. Speculation grew wild. Did the agencies fully approve of the relationship? Or were there internal conflicts about how it might affect lucrative contracts? Were rival stars or industry figures envious of the new power couple? Some outlets hinted at jealous ex-lovers. Others whispered of brand deals reconsidering their options. The narrative twisted daily, feeding a hunger for drama that the entertainment machine knows all too well. Even fans became divided. While the majority supported their idols, smaller faction questioned whether the romance was genuine or merely a publicity stunt timed with their upcoming projects. Online forums lit up with heated debates. Was this love? Or was it a carefully orchestrated move by the agencies to dominate headlines during a competitive season in Kbiz? The line between reality and performance blurred, leaving the public unsure of what to believe. To the tension, both Bogum and So-hyun were soon scheduled for major projects, Bogum with a highly anticipated drama comeback, and So-hyun with a new film slated for international release. Industry experts warned that the glare of the spotlight on their relationship could overshadow their professional work, risking box office sales or altering the public's perception of their characters. Some even argued that their chemistry on screen with other co-stars might now be viewed differently, as audiences could no longer separate fiction from reality. And yet, amidst the storm, the couple remained calm. Instead of retreating into silence, Bogum and So-hyun appeared hand-in-hand at a private charity event, smiling softly at each other, their quiet defiance speaking louder than any official statement. It was a moment that felt cinematic. Though they were telling the world, this is real. This is us. And we will not be broken. But the climax of the saga was still to come. As September approached, rumors emerged that the couple was preparing to appear together on a major talk show, where they would address the public directly. The idea of seeing them side by side, answering questions, sharing their story in their own words, sent fans into a frenzy. Could this be the defining moment? The one that silenced all doubt and solidified their place as the most iconic couple in Kbiz history? Or would the unforgiving glare of the cameras expose cracks in their fairy tale romance? The anticipation grew unbearable. Social media buzzed with countdowns, theories, and endless memes. Supporters prayed for a heartwarming revelation, skeptics prepared for scandal. One thing was certain: whatever Bogum and So-hyun said next could change everything: careers, reputations, and the very culture of celebrity romance in Korea. In this atmosphere of suspense, their story no longer belonged solely to them. It had become a mirror of Kbiz itself, its glories, its struggles, its intoxicating blend of reality and performance. Whether this love would stand the test of time or collapse under the crushing weight of fame remained the ultimate cliffhanger. And so, as the world waited with bated breath, one question echoed louder than ever. Was this shocking revelation destined to become the greatest love story in Kbiz, or its most unforgettable tragedy? As the frenzy of headlines begins to quiet down and the whirlwind of speculation slowly fades, what remains at the heart of this story is something beautifully simple: two people who dared to love, even when the world was watching. Culture where every gesture is dissected, every smile magnified, and every silence filled with rumor. Bogum and So-hyun chose honesty. They chose courage. And in doing so, reminded us that behind the dazzling lights and carefully crafted images, celebrities are human, longing, dreaming, and loving just like the rest of us. Their story is not just about shock or drama. It is about resilience, breaking free from fear, and about embracing love in its purest form. Their journey continues to unfold in the public eye or retreats into the quiet privacy of their hearts. The significance of their August 22 announcement will endure. It will be remembered not merely as a sensational headline but as a cultural milestone, one that redefined the boundaries of love and fame in Kbiz. For fans, the emotions are raw and real. Some may still feel the sting of surprise, others the thrill of romance. But perhaps the greatest gift of this revelation is the reminder that true love, even when placed under the brightest spotlight, still shine with authenticity. It may falter, it may face storms, but it has the power to inspire, to heal, bring people together across languages, borders, and screens. As we close this chapter, let us celebrate not just Bogum and So-hyun as stars, but as individuals who trusted us enough to share their truth. Their love story belongs to them, but for a brief, unforgettable moment. So belonged to all of us who witnessed it. To our readers, thank you for walking with us through this journey of shock, joy, and discovery. Thank you for keeping your hearts open, for allowing yourselves to feel, and for standing by the side of two people who have given so much to the world of entertainment. This story may have begun with a jolt of surprise. It ends with gratitude, with a hope that love, in all its forms, will always find the courage to reveal itself. We leave you with this thought: when the cameras dim, lines fade, and when only the quiet truth remains, perhaps the most shocking news of all is also the simplest: that love, even in Kbiz, is real.